I haven't turned into a werewolf. I'm still your host, Sarah Pribis. And I'm feeling a little kooky from this full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse, Mercury, and retrograde thing. All I know is I'm a Leo. So if your zodiac sign is Aquarium, we're not compatible. Let's just have a totally normal Friday night and play HQ, okay? You have to answer 12 questions. You get 10 seconds to tap each answer. If you get them all right, then you get a piece of that $5,000 prize. Guys, you don't have to do this on your own. Use extra lives, invite your friends using your code to get one, and then you can use one per game, just not on the last question. Speaking of friends, it's Friends Friday, so you can see your friends' answers. Judging your friends for their answers? Could that be any more Chandler? Shout outs from everyone here at HQ. Happy 18th birthday, Megan! Happy birthday, Joey Hungerford. Happy birthday, Kristen Apicella. Wow, parents, October's a busy month, huh? Vicky D's 96 and KJR, I'm totally into your BronyCon HQ trivia group. That's cool. And one more shout out, us. You gotta follow us on Twitter at HQ Trivia. We tweet fun things like hints to some of the games, memes you'll only get if you're a true HQtie, stuff about HQ sports. Do you know about it? Tonight and every Tuesday, Friday at 10 p.m., we have 12 questions all about sports. I'll be on the sidelines cheering you on, but right now, I've got to lead you to a win. It's time to trivia. Q1. Which of these hair care activities is also a Winter Olympic sport? Comb-overing, shampooing, or curling? It's a cross between shuffleboard and sweeping your kitchen. And if you've never burnt yourself using this hot tool, you could definitely medal in the hair care version. It's curling. Curling is both a Winter Olympic sport and a hair care activity. Yes, 426,000 of you got that. Now, if comb-overing was an Olympic sport, like 7,000 of you thought, I know a few people that could probably take the gold. Q2. Which of these former British leaders would be classified as a monarch? King Henry VIII, Winston Churchill, or Margaret Thatcher? This person would also be classified as a serial monogamist with a whole sprinkling of mistresses. It's Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. I mean, King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is the answer here at Q2. 352,000 of you are ruling this game right now. Now, prime ministers like Winston Churchill and Margaret Thatcher are elected. A monarch refers to a hereditary head of state. It's inherited, like the Kardashians. So, you know how tonight's prize is $5,000? Well, this Sunday we are giving away 5 times that much. This Sunday and every Sunday at 9 p.m., we up the prize to 25,000 big uns. But for now, let's just put the training wheels back on and get to Q3. Wayne Manor is the home of what fictional superhero? Batman, Superman, or Captain America? Have you seen how big Wayne Manor is? Can you imagine how long it took poor Alfred Pennyworth to clean up the bat poop? Shout out to him. If you tapped Superman or Captain America, it's Batman. Batman is the answer at Q3. 336,000 of you are the real superheroes here. You've made it to the sequel. Here's Q4. The 2017 hit Girls Trip revolves around a trip to what city? New Orleans, Chicago, or Atlanta? New Orleans, Chicago, or Atlanta? Don't overthink this one. A movie about destroying a deep dish pizza can only go so far. And if I'm eating it, it's more like a horror film than a comedy. It's gotta be New Orleans. Yeah, NOLA is the answer at Q4. 207,000 of you got that. They were there for the Essence Fest, which is a music fest. Y'all are pretty good at this. We're at Q5. Which of these common condiments is scientifically an emulsion? Mayonnaise, mustard, or ketchup? I hope you've all been practicing safe barbecuing this summer using your condiments. You say disgusting. I say delicious. It's mayonnaise. Mayo is the answer for Q5. 173,000 of you got that. In chemistry, an emulsion occurs when you drop one liquid into another that's insoluble. Mayo is made by dropping oil into egg yolks. We're dropping to Q6. How is a statue of Nikola Tesla in Palo Alto, California different from most statues? Displays stock quotes, recharges phones, or gives free Wi-Fi? Tesla was the genius who developed alternating current. And it'd be nice if you could recharge your phone or even your Tesla, but you can get the next best thing, all the free Wi-Fi that you could want. Yes, it gives free Wi-Fi. That's your answer. 60,000 of you got that. But we have our first savage question here at Q6. You've made it halfway through, so you should still be very proud of yourselves, but we got 90,000 of you out on that, 117,000 of you out on that. Wow. Okay, Statue of Liberty, you got to up your game. Players, your game's on fire if you made it through that one. Q7, according to a common grammar rule, what two parts of a sentence must agree? Subject, verb, subject, object, or verb, object. Common grammar rule. What two parts must agree? Clearly, grammar used to make me nervous. I'm stumbling over my sentences. My 6th grade teacher once looked at me and said, "Name 2 pronouns." I said, "Who, me?" Oh, you love it. Okay, let's break this down. So you wouldn't say the players wins the game. That's a plural mixed with a singular. And players, the subject of the sentence, has to agree with win, the verb. So the answer is subject, verb. Yes, subject, verb. How many grammar geeks do I have? 52,000 of you. Well done. You made it through Q7. Here's Q8. 19th century photographer Mathew Brady is celebrated for his photos of which conflict? Spanish-American War, American Civil War, or War of 1812? He is one of the first acclaimed photographers ever, which means he was one of the first to have to explain to his parents that art can be a career. Mom, this is my job. Yeah. Today, Mathew Brady is celebrated for his documentation of the American Civil War. American Civil War is what we were looking for. 31,000 of you got that. What I want to know is how come he only used the mustache and top hat filters? There's other ones. Q9. The Julia Child show, The French Chef, was the first American TV show to include what? Theme song, captions, or live audience? Julia Child once said, and this is true, "I was 32 when I started cooking. Up until then, I just ate. So there's hope for me." In 1972, The French Chef on PBS became the first program accessible to the deaf and hard of hearing by including captions. Captions is the answer to Q9. 5,960 of you, but we have a very savage question here at Q9. 28,000 of you out there. It's all right. Be proud of yourselves. You made it almost to the end. I definitely need more than just captions to make my souffle rise. Here's Q10. Which of these classic Broadway musicals is technically a one-act play? 42nd Street, The King and I, or a chorus line? If you're one of those people who don't do musicals, I don't know you. But also, pay attention to this list for the next time you're at TKTS for discounted tickets. They're rare, but Pippin, Last 5 Years, Altar Boys, and A Chorus Line are all one-act musicals. A chorus line is the answer. 5,747 of you got that. Now, A Chorus Line is actually one of the few one-act musicals to win the Tony for Best Musicals. 2 questions left. The 2 moons of Mars are also the names of 2 Greek gods mothered by who? Athena, Aphrodite, or Hera? I wonder if they asked her the same questions I ask my mom. How often do I really need to go to the dentist? What would actually happen if I washed whites and colors together? Phobos and Deimos, 2 moons of Mars, are children of Aphrodite and her lover Ares. Yes, Aphrodite is the answer. 3,031 of you got that. Aphrodite, the original thought. Yes, 4 baby daddies. You made it. I can't believe we're here already. This is it. The final question. You did. You made it this far. Hold on to your phones. I know those palms are sweaty. Here it is, Q12. Which of these 90s search engines was the first to be released to the public? Lycos, Hotbot, or AskedJeeves? Everything has to start somewhere. Before smartphones, we had razors. Remember those? Before video streaming, there was VHS from the local Blockbuster. And before oat, hemp, cashew milk, there was just milk. Lycos was released in 1994, a full 2 years before Hotbot, and 3 years before AskedJeeves, which means Lycos is your answer. We have 1,391 winners. You did it! Almost 1,400 winners. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. You started with over 500,000 and got down to 1,391 of you. So flow, Trash Panda. You know, I love raccoons too, so I'm so glad that that's your mascot there. Did he help you make it through? Sits with Clicker. Are you sitting there with your Clicker right now, chilling on a Friday night? You know, celebrating the fact that you just won $3.60? Quoted Dia file. Well, awesome to you. Edgy music. I'm guessing I know what kind of music you like to listen to. Lost Succubus and Wells Web Design. And here's Kenny. Well, here you are, Kenny. You made it to the winner's circle. Guys, we talked about musicals, grammar, monarchies. Your teachers and parents should be paying me for that tutoring session. Congrats to all of you that won. If you didn't win, you just need to expand your definition. Winning to me is as simple as not consuming all of the snacks as soon as I get home from the grocery store. Today I took a loss. Stay in touch, say hi, find me on Twitter and Instagram, and hang around for HQ Sports with Lauren Gambino at 10 p.m. I'll bring the orange wedges. HQ will be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and don't forget about the big $25,000 game on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, stay dry from the rain. By all means, cheers to the freaking weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy. Bye.